Hello, everyone. Welcome. So, the USC Annenberg Spotify collaboration ignited this World of Podcasting event series, which aims to highlight innovative and diverse voices who are shaping the industry and pushing its limits. We're thrilled to have here today the journalist, cultural critic, entrepreneur Jemele Hill. We launched the third season about a month ago of Jemele Hill, It's Unbothered, and launching a new network. I kind of want to start with that. As you described it in your podcast, the Unbothered Network is going to center stories of Black women and their experiences. So what is it for you about the Black woman's experience that makes her voice so vital and such an important part of the broader social discourse?
Over the last 5 years, especially, Black women in this country have been a point of emphasis for conversation politically and socially. We saw in the last election just how committed Black women were to being a political force. You look at somebody like Stacey Abrams, LaTosha Brown, obviously the vice president is now a Black woman, and Kamala Harris. And looking at the fact that Black women are often celebrated, but celebrated in ways that come if we are helping other people. Like I call Black women the mules of this country, right? It's like you depend on Black women to save Wakanda, save the democracy. But when it comes to hearing about the full nuance and scope of our lives, then there's a lot more silence around that. I wanted to create a platform where our full selves are recognized. Not only did I want to feature Black creators, I wanted this to be run by Black women. As we're adding to the team, it will be Black women who are making all the crucial, integral decisions related to this network and the type of content that we want to produce, because it's fine to elevate Black voices. I think elevating Black leadership is just as important.
I know that David has some questions for you about that part of your storytelling universe. Go ahead, David.
What motivated you to create the title, and what message do you want to convey to your audience?
I realized that I was the business. I was my own walking corporation. And so, I think I wanted this next season of my career to represent me being my most in tune with myself, my most comfortable with myself, my most confident in my abilities and who I was as a person. To have the highest levels of integrity. I didn't want to compromise anymore who I was or, what I was about. So the word that came to mind was unbothered. Is that unbothered didn't mean I didn't, care about anything. It meant that I had reached this Zen-like place where I was going to do me regardless of what else was happening around me.
Reagan Griffin Jr., do you want to ask your question?
You've been kind of a trailblazer in taking ownership of your brand independent of where you're at. I'm wondering what advice you would have for upcoming journalists seeking the same sort of personal brand autonomy.
So I hate the word brand. It's not about you having a brand. It's about you being you in this space. And so all I've done is be myself. I have not changed since the day I was in this business, since day one. Haven't changed at all. Still the same person. The only thing that changed was I got better as a journalist because I'm, myself in every situation. People think it's some kind of strategy. It's like, nah, I just really don't know who else to be other than me.